Hey, how you doing again? For some reason, my picture here is not clear. I don't know why. I'm gonna figure that out. Anyway, I want to start off the video with speaking about a prominent gentleman by the name of Patrick G. Patel, attorney at law. He resides at 580 Newark Avenue in Jersey City, New Jersey. Uh, he does slip and fall cases, auto accidents, criminal matters, work compensation, and he habla español. Um, I met him a few times. Uh, Nice individual to talk to. Says it like it is, tells it like it is. So if you ever need an attorney, a reliable attorney, call Patrick G. Patel, attorney at law. And well, this is his car, but I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, what I want to talk about is honeybees, bees in general. It's called the waggle dance or waggle dance. What these bees do, they get into the hive, and there's thousands of them, and they get in the middle of the hive, the bees, and they wiggle, they wiggle. This is telling them where the path is to uh, the honey, the flowers to take care of. So the bees, like they said, they shake themselves from side to side. It must be pretty cool to see. And this tells them where to find, like I said, the source and where it's at. Not spaghetti sauce, the source, where it's at. And when the sun drops to the horizon, that is the line where they fly to to find the nectar. And like I said, this wiggle will tell them where the nectar is at and to bring it back to the hive. So that, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's called the waggle dance. First time I'm hearing that. Now, the next thing is we're going to do another situation on ants. Okay, ants are the most successful creature that ever lived. Can you believe that? It has been adapting to evolving for 150 million years. A lot of years. There are 14,000 species. I never knew that. Different species. They're everywhere and are thriving. Uh, these ants are called the Napus issus invicta. Napus issus invicta. If I'm saying it right. Uh, for 80 years, for 80 years, have been on the march. Throughout the world, they cause $6 billion every year in damages to crops and equipment, repair, and pest control. They have conceded 340 million acres in 13 states and are still on the move. Globally, scientists have cracked the ancient secrets. They cracked the ancient secrets. They have collective behavior and swarm in There are 22 known fire ant species. Not just one thing of a fire ant, 22. And they say you get up on the scale of more and more fire ants, they sting you worse. Red imported fire ants, the most feared. That's red imported, are very, very feared. It doesn't belong here, but it's here to stay. It's here to stay. They are native to the floodplains, savannas of South America. In the 1930s, they hitched a ride on freight. And when they got to the port, poured out the products in the wooden boxes, whatever, and they escaped. Went about, ran about. A colony can have a quarter of a million ants. The amounts can be 18 inches high. Can you believe that? When it gets cool on the ground, the ants bring the queen and colony up to the warmth of the sun and then back down to cool off in the mound in the evening. They like the rain on the soil, but if they get stuck in the soil with the rain puddles, they will drown. The queen ant and brood must be protected. Their motto is girl power. The ant world is survived and ruled by females. Uh, what isn't survived and ruled by females? Females, although, are sterile, and they take care of the brood. They clean the queen. That's the ants, the fire ants. The queen, and also nurse the brood when the queen is done mating. She flies off to a new home. With a lifetime of sperm. The queen can live for 8 years, lay hundreds of eggs every year. From port to 530 square miles, we cannot slow down or eradicate them. We can't eradicate them. They can survive 0 degrees underground. They like sugar, carbohydrates, and protein. They are omnivorous, um, um, omnivorous plant and meat eaters. A potato chip is a gourmet meal for the ant. They love sugar water, so that's a little info on fire ants. Do not ever kick or step on the mounds. You will get stung by quite a few fire ants. If you do get to the hospital, quick. And I just want to leave you with these thoughts. May you live as long as you want, and may you not want as long as you live. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. That's right. It rhymes. They say garlic is quite well to work on killing bugs. You have to put it in a blender and pulverize it. Uh, to get rid of roaches, again, just place 2 tablespoons of Tabasco sauce or any other very hot sauce in a quart of water. Then mix well and spray the areas where the problem exists. You'll never see another roach. I never tried that. Baking soda is another thing. Used to be a big thing about they call them roach motels. It's just like a regular glue board. Put it out, and the roach happens to get in there, they'll get stuck because it's glue. It's a new one I never heard of. Wood roach. It's very similar to the American roach, and there's light brown in color. They are attracted to light, which is their major difference, and can usually be found under a log or in a wood pile. I've never seen one of those. If you place a small, shallow bowl where you are having a roach problem, with equal parts of baking soda and powdered sugar, it will kill the roaches. Make sure this is kept away from pets and small children. No kidding. Anyway, if you want to get rid of, excuse me, ant hills, the following ingredients would be needed: 1/4 cup of liquid hand soap and 1 gallon of cool tap water. Place the ingredients into a bucket and mix well, then pour 1 to 2 cups on the anthill and repeat after 1 hour to be sure that the mixture penetrates deep into the chamber. Another thing then is follow that ant. All ants leave a scent trail, which you need to follow by observing the ant's behavior. If you can find the nest, you can eliminate the entire nest, thus solving the problem. Well, I never tried that. Ant spray for the garden. The following ingredients will be needed: 2 tablespoons of flaked ivory soap, 1 tablespoon of Tabasco sauce, 5 drops of sesame seed oil from health food store, 5 drops of jungle rain from garden supply, and 1 gallon spray bottle. Place all ingredients in the gallon bottle and shake to mix well. This can be sprayed directly on the ants or their pathways. Keep away from children and pets. Says ants by the pound. It takes 500,000 sugar ants to equal 1 pound. If you weigh all the ants on the earth, they will weigh more than all humans on earth. Could you imagine that? Big news: ant kills elephant in Africa. This truly happened. In Africa, a hungry ant can enter an elephant's ear and eat them from inside out. A number of elephants every year fall prey to this. Could you imagine? Hope they don't ever crawl on my ear. Deem them. We all know this. Get out the magnifying glass in the summertime with the sun. Heat them up and they burn. Well, if you want to get into a retired colony, God bless you. Now, this is an ant dust you can make at home. The following ingredients will be needed: 1/4 pound of dried peppermint from health food store, 1/4 pound of rock dust from nursery, 1/4 pound of seaweed powder from garden supply, 1/4 pound of alfalfa meal organic from health food store, and 1/4 pound of cayenne pepper. Well, some of these ingredients I don't know if you'll be able to get. So you place all the ingredients in a well-sealed jar or plastic container and shake well to mix. Avoid getting any of the powder on your hands and possibly into your eyes. Use a small amount of the powder where the ants frequent. This will keep them away, but not kill them. Keep away from children and pets. Giving the queen heartburn. This concoction is a treat for the queen, and when left for the workers, they will bring the treat home to the queen as a present. Idiots. The queen gets excited and quickly gobbles up the goody, and within a few hours, they die of heartburn. Make sure this treat is out of reach of children and animals that you may want to have around for a while. If they do ingest it, the boric acid may make them very sick. However, it doesn't take very much to do the job and eliminate the queen, so don't make it too toxic. A little boric acid goes a long way. Two-note ants, these two sections of a body, are pavement ants, pharaoh ants, red important fire ants, southern fire ants, and thief ants. One-note ants. Ants also hate termites and will kill and eliminate their nest when they can find them. Really? Might be a new way to get rid of termites. Ants. Termites, ants, no, to get rid of termites. Sorry about this video, but it is what it is. This is a little tip on removing a stinger. When you get stung by a bee, yellow jacket, or wasp, be sure that you do not pull out the stinger. That's stinger, not stinker. When you try and remove it, you may cause more venom to enter the body by squeezing it. The best method of removal is to use a credit card and scrape it off at an angle. And who said credit cards weren't good for anything? Until it is dislodged. This will stop the poison from entering the skin. Poison. Hairspray to the rescue. Hairspray will give you some temporary relief if you have bees or wasps hovering around your lawn eating area. I've seen, I don't know, some kind of silver blue bees going underground. I think they're called mud daubers. They're simply eradicated by powder in the air. So when they come out, to get it on their body, or spraying quite a good amount with your B&G spray it inside the mound. Make sure there's no flowers or vegetables around that area. I wouldn't recommend it then. Now, if you want to know how to get rid of gypsy moths, which I did one time a deal with gypsy moths. The U.S. Forest Service uses a nuclear phytohydrius virus (NPV) and marketed as Gypec. This spray is non-toxic to all other insects and animals but kills the gypsy moth. The Forest Service recommends 2 sprayings to eliminate the problem. Gypsy moths. Think about that. If you get a problem with caterpillars and such alike climbing up the trees and getting into there and destroying the leaves and all that, you wrap the tree up. In the early summer, you can wrap the tree trunks with a sticky paper or it's called tangle foot and trap the caterpillars as they go down the tree. Best to keep them wrapped all summer if you have this problem. So, they say bats love moths. You like that? It's a nice meal for them. Anyway, uh, sorry for being so quiet. I might have said this before. Excellence is not a skill; it is an attitude. And growth is the only evidence of life. It's been a while since. All right, folks. I think I'm going to end this video. Um, Try to subscribe. I would appreciate it. Do a like. Uh, I'll try to find out why this thing here is so blurry. So, with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Take care. God bless. Mm.